Rene Descartes has a strong belief of his existence, that our existence is our equivalent. We gain, uh, we gain knowledge from the experience we've gone through. It starts from the movement we start thinking and learning things from the day to day until we got our stand from everything. That's why he also says that we are bound off by knowledge we gain. That's maybe a reason why he became skeptical thinker because he started to doubt all things which is not proven. That's why he didn't believe in evil or even with God. For him, the devil should exist enable for him to deceive us. Descartes' concepts of the self revolved around the idea of mind-body, around mind-body dualism. For Descartes, a human person is composed of two parts, namely a martial body or non-material mind. It must be noted that Descartes' idea of mind is not different from idea of the soul, understood in infinity of Plato's concept of the soul.
The movie Sweet Girl on how we can connect into Descartes' philosophy. The movie is about man trying to get revenge for his wife dead from cancer at the hand of a privileged and indifferent pharmaceutical company while his daughter is pulled along the current of his rage. What's initially fascinating about Sweet Girl is that event though it gives us a hero with commando level combat training. It makes him a real person who stumbled and fell and has to recover from injuries, and turn him loose in a real world where guys like Keely have tons of security, and the law of both economic and physical prevent enemies from easily getting close enough to inflict a killing blow. On the top of that, this film is not set in a comic book universe where action have no consequences. The first time Ray tries and fails at doing something, he's marked by the authority and as a deadly threat to the greater good. And he and his daughter spend the vast majority of the film on the run from the authority, calling significant allies on shaddily acquired burn phones delivered to remote stretches of woodland, where the duo is living out of race vintage muscle car. The realness and the actuality of the movie is our reality. In the reason, it connected to Descartes' philosophy about the human mind, or the soul and our mental state. Ray fails at doing something for his revenge. It means he is the real self, and movie show us the reality on how law of both economic and physical prevent Ray's enemies from killing him. The movie show us the reality is our society on how powerful the rich people are. They prevent full of the medicine in the market for their evil plan and greediness. Descartes said in this philosophy that mental state we do thinking, analyzing, and imagining. Also rather than the physical state of the body. We also feel that the film and the movie is based on reality. The film is not set in a comic book universe where action have no consequences, and the main character, which is Ray, also feel the pain, suffering, and having emotion because of the eagerness to seek revenge for his wife. So on the Descartes said that the mind is the real self. We can also connect the emotion of the audience or the people that watch the movie. Lastly, is that Descartes said that when he started to think, he exists not also in the world but in reality. We can connect this statement on how Ray think and eagerness Even though it's hard, he's still going to seek justice for the death of his wife. It means when Ray thinks and feels the pain of losing someone he loves, he exists.
Even from the time she gained her consciousness, when she caught by the FBI, when she returned to the city because of the FBI agent Sarah Maker, and of several talks to her. Still, she continued to seek the truth behind Bioprime, an unexpected pull-out of cancer medicine in the market, the medicine that could possibly heal her mother. She also wanted to get into the head of the assassination of her father. She found a ways to get near to Congresswoman Morgan, whom the hitman Santos revealed to her as his employer. After killing his father's killer, she confronted Morgan and gained evidences by recording secretly the statement of Morgan accepting the bribe of Bioprime and ordered the killing of Bennett and of her father. We know
In the movie, we see how the main character suffers from a mental disorder that affects on how she's going to live normally as herself. The state of her mind dictates her whole personality. We have different understanding of things based on what we have experienced and what we have learned, and on how we have been influenced by certain people or belief to deal to a certain things. It is also depend on how we practice ourselves in dealing in a situation. This is what we call our stand. We have our inner self, which is our consciousness that enable us to be aware of what we are doing. We felt bad whenever we do bad, and we felt happy whenever we do well. This could be our cognitive mind, a process of the mind to gain knowledge, understanding, and remembering. In some cases, such as what happened to Rachel, she loses her consciousness or cognition. That's why she tend to pretend as somebody. This could happen to all people who might get through some traumatic experience that brings strong pressure to the mind. We could say that evil things exist whenever we lose our consciousness, where our mind is not in good condition to understand things we are doing.